Alright, hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Purple Slusher here, bringing you Imperial City Vampire Sorc build. For this build, it's pretty much just to have fun. It puts out a decent amount of damage, and your sustain's pretty nice. You don't have as much magic recovery as other people are going to have, but you're going to have a really nice amount of damage if you on your staff, which is what I like. Alright, so let's get into the gear that I'm running. So for the gear, I'm using 3-piece willpower. I have 2 rings and a staff. The staff is Inferno sharpened. I like Inferno staff because you can burst and you can time your heavy attacks in with your burst, which is really nice. For my restoration staff, I'm using a restoration staff of willpower with powered. I want to get one with defending, but I don't have it yet, so I'm gonna keep trying to grind for it. I got 2 pieces of jointness, 1 hat, and 1 necklace. The necklace has reduced Magicka cost of spells in it by 198. I'm running 5-piece martial knowledge. Some of it has divines and some of it has infused, which is going to be really nice. For my shoulders, I'm rocking just a random piece, and I have a monster set shoulder here to give me an extra 1027 health, which is going to be great. It's going to be like another hit that I'll be able to take from people. You could run blood spawn here for the stamina recovery. I really want to run Molakina, but I just don't have it yet. So when I get that, that's going to add a decent amount of spell damage. You could use Engine Guardian. Since you're a vamp, it's going to give you health recovery, which is nice. Okay, so for the rings that I have 2 rings of willpower. I put 2 spell enchantments in it, so I got 174 spell damage, and this one and another 174 spell damage. You could use just 1 spell damage one and keep one of these at you can keep one of these at the recovery, but it's totally up to you. I just like having as much damage as I possibly can. Okay, so onto my abilities. On my abilities that I'm using Endless Fury. The reason why I use Endless is because they buffed how much Magicka you get restored. So if you kill a person with it, it's going to give you back like 3,500 Magicka. I use Daedric Mines. You always want to have Mines on as a Sorc. It's like one of your #1 abilities. Crystal Frag, also another main ability. Same with Curse. Great burst, great DPS. Streak is my 5th ability, and then we got Clouding Swarm on both bars, because that's gonna allow me to use my vampire passives. If you don't have a vampire ability on one of your bars, you won't get the passives on that bar. So Harness Magicka on my Resto staff with Healing Ward, Hardened Ward. Harness Magicka is gonna let me absorb spell damage, and I'm gonna get more Magicka back for every spell that it's absorbed. Healing Ward's gonna give me health, and it has a little bit of a shield. Hardened Ward is my main shield, which absorbs 3,800 or 5,800 damage. On this back bar, you don't have to have Inevitable Debt here. If you have like a different move, you could definitely put like in case here, defensive rune or something. I just use it because it's really nice. It's really nice to combo your burst with your Magicka Debt and Crystal Frag. It's just a nice combo to have. Entropy, which is going to give me that extra spell damage and health, and it's also going to do damage. And it also increases my max health when it's slotted. And then we got Clouding Swarm. Okay, now if we go into my champion point tree, I'm using the tower. I'm using let's see, I think 169 champion points. So we got 27 into the tower, which is going to reduce the Magicka cost of spells by 7.3%, which is pretty nice. 17 into Arcanist, increased Magicka recovery by 6.6%. 12 into the Shadow, or into Tumbling, in the Shadow. The reason why I did this is because when I get CC'd and I break out, or when I need to roll dodge, a lot of times I don't have enough stamina to be able to break free or to roll dodge, and I get killed because I have no stamina left. So this is going to allow me to have a little bit more sustain. So for the apprentice, I got 5 into elemental expert, 5 into spell erosion. The reason why I don't have 30 in here for the extra spell crit is because all the pieces that you can buy with Telvar stones, all the new armor that people are using, they all have impenetrable on it. So you're not going to be able to do as much crit damage as you used to be able to do because everyone has impenetrable. For the apprentice, we got 11 into staff expert, which is going to increase the damage of my light and heavy attacks by 5.3%, which is nice. Got a lot into Thaumaturge, got about 35, which is going to increase my spell damage. I'm going to be pumping a lot more into that for sure. And then for the Lord, we got 57 points into that bad boy for increase the effectiveness, damage absorbing effects by 16.3%. You want to put as many points into here as possible. I cannot stress it enough if you're Sorc. Bastion is a great champion tree to put your points into. Alright, on to my stats. I'll show you what my stats are. I'll put Power Surge on so you can see what it is buffed. I'll show you what everything is unbuffed first, and then we'll do it buffed. Okay, so we're sitting about 27,600 max Magicka, 15,728 health, about 8,700 max stamina. Spell damage is 2,400. Unbuffed, spell crit 20%, with spell resistance is at 9,800 and physical resistance is at 7,300. Got about almost 1,600 Magicka recovery. If I use better drinks, I can definitely get above 1,600. I just have on regular D10 drinks right now. My health recovery is really low because I'm a vamp, but with your shields, you should be alright. With Healing Ward, it's going to heal you up. You should be fine. Shouldn't be a problem. Stamina recovery is at 1,074. I don't know why that's so high. I think they buffed it this patch for people who are magic users, but it's really nice. It helps out a lot. I'm using the Apprentice Mundus Stone, which it used to be increased spell penetration, but now it's increased spell damage. So that's going to help me out a lot with my spell damage. Alright, so buffed with my stats, we're looking at about 2884 spell damage with 1,600 magic recovery, which is nice. If you use 5 sorcerer abilities on your main bar, it's going to give you even more spell damage, but you're not going to have remember this, you're not going to have the same amount of recovery as you would have if you had the Vampire Ultimate, but you're going to have definitely more damage. You're going to go down about almost 200 Magicka recovery, but you're going to be gaining like 100 spell damage. So I'm about 2,900, what was that, 2,929 spell damage buffed with Inferno Staff, which is pretty nice. I recommend just using Vamp on both bars. For different situations, you're not going to be able to always just have on Vamps, your Vampire abilities. Sometimes you're going to need either like, let's see, Ice Comet is a good one. Dawnbreaker is a great ultimate. Soul Assault's great. It's really all great. You can definitely change this build up a little bit and do whatever works for you the best. This is just what I like and what I have fun with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this build video. It was my first one. And I hope you guys like it. Please leave a like. And also, write in the comments if you guys use this build, what you think of it, how you like it, how you play, any improvements that could be made to the build, and just anything in general that will help out the build. Alright guys, thank you for watching my build video. I am Purple Slushy, and this has been a great time. Peace!